What is up, everybody? It is Dennis and Andy, and it is dark out, which means we just got out of a movie. You saw the thumbnail. We saw Predator Badlands. Dennis, what is Predator Badlands about?
Well, this installment of Predator focuses on a young predator outcast but he finds from his clan an unlikely ally in his journey in search of the ultimate adversary so he can return home to prove to his father that he's worthy.
That's right. It's kind of a tale as old as time.
It is.
We're not doing spoilers, but it does start out where him and his bigger brother are having a little combat and stuff, fighting and whatnot. And then Daddy shows up, and Daddy thinks that the weaker one, the little brother, just basically needs to be put down because he's the weaker of the clan, and you just can't have that.
Yeah, so this story is basically, if you think of the Spartans, where children go out there, they go out there to fight each other, and only the strong survive. That is the Predator story, and he is the runt of the litter, and from the sounds of it, the runt of the entire clan. And we can't have weakness.
Yeah, and he looks like it too.
Right.
I'm not even going to get into who stars as the Predator because his name's hard to pronounce, and it's not like you hear him talk or see a real face. So it doesn't. It's probably some dude that's a good stunt man that they were like, oh, this guy could probably, is what I'm guessing. I mean,
I
who knows?
I don't know. I don't know him, but Elle Fanning plays his, we'll call it, partner in crime for this trek, this tale, and this hunt.
Yeah, because he basically has to go to he needs to go to this planet, and it's kind of a planet of death. Like everything on this planet can kill you, and his trophy is this huge freaking creature, and that's what he needs to bring back. And along the way, if you saw the trailer, you see that he meets up with a synth from Aliens.
It is, which you kind of find out they brought Wayne Utani into this big time, and I was like, oh, actually, I wasn't expecting that in the movie because with it being a Predator movie, but there it is.
Yeah. And so that's Fanning, who plays that character that you saw in the trailer that has no lower legs, just the torso. And it's, the action's really good. We saw it in 3D.
I was just going to say, we have to preface it that we saw it in 3D with the glasses. The scenescapes of the planets and stuff they're on, it's breathtaking. And in
Oh, yeah.
3D, it was absolutely fantastic. The special effects are really, really good in this movie. Um, and the action scenes, there were quite a few good fight action scenes, are solid. And some of them are very unique, very enjoyable. The action scenes were very good.
Yeah. And there's one thing that was kind of tropey, and that's when, and you don't get this from the trailer, and it's not like it's a big spoiler. He teams up with uh, uh, Ellie Fanning. Is that
Yeah,
what you said?
Elle Fanning,
Ella Fanning,
Dakota's sister.
Dakota Fanning's sister. He teams up with her, and I say it's tropey because she's kind of a smart ass, wisecracking type, and obviously because she's a synth, they can communicate. So she speaks in English, but he obviously hears it in his language. He speaks predator language, whatever that is. So you have to read his captions and stuff, which is fine. I don't know. How did you feel about her busting jokes and stuff?
So
I was kind of like, oh, they're doing that.
yeah,
It was like a buddy cop movie.
that is exactly what it is. It's a buddy cop, or
And the Predator is the straight man.
a buddy movie that is developing their relationship.
Yeah.
And you're in. When I go see a Predator, and this is why it's this is going to be a tale of two tales of two different movies. This is like Tron to
Right.
me. I went to see a Predator movie. And it started out, and I was like, "Oh, this is good." I mean, the action scenes, you're getting some of the family dynamics and what's happening, and I'm like, "Cool." They get to the planet, you know, and then when they hook up and you start dealing with her, oh, she's just an annoying Karen
Yeah.
for a while, and I'm like, "Oh my God!" And it's not her acting. This
No,
is
her
the
acting
script.
was
This is
fine.
what it was meant
It's
to
written,
do.
yeah.
And I was just like, "Oh my God, this is grating.
Yeah.
This is bad." And then there's some really good action that gets in there. The problem is, if this were a standalone science fiction movie, I would be like, this is really cool. There's some good stuff that they did in here. The budding stuff, the friendship, it pulls you out of the movie for a
Well,
while.
and it did for me because that's not what you think of when you think of Predator. You don't think of
Exactly.
a Predator that's going to be, and he doesn't joke or anything with her, but
He
he
did.
joked
He actually did joke.
towards the end.
No, even in the beginning, she goes, "Was that a joke?"
Oh, yeah,
And he
yeah, yeah.
turns and just kind of looks, and I'm
Right,
like,
yeah, I remember the scene.
"Oh, oh."
Well, so you don't expect that because you don't expect them to humanize a predator, and that's kind of what they did. And then the other thing too is uh, they basically befriend a small creature that is like, I don't know, it's like it's a creature, but if it stands on its hind
It's like a
legs,
Clitherian.
it's well, if it stands on its hind legs, it's about waist high, you know, and even that, there's like a back and forth with like the predator and the creature, and there's a scene where like they're basically at a campfire at night, and the predator's doing a little routine before he, you know, goes to sleep, and then the little creature dude is mimicking him, not to make fun of him, but just like to try and, you know,
Yeah.
be more of a pal to him and stuff. You're just, and I'm just, once again, I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
really?
Now they explain everything
Yeah.
so it fits in. It's not like there's plot holes or just stupid things added.
No,
It was just so unnecessary. It wasn't predatorish.
no.
So as a standalone, if I was just going in to take my niece and nephew to go see a fun sci-fi movie, this would be it. This would
Yeah.
kind of be fun. But I went to see a Predator movie and it fails because of that. So even when I give my scores, I almost have to give like two different scores.
Well, and the thing too is with the design of this predator, and you've seen the trailer, so you know what he looks like. Even in the trailer, my thought was, oh, this looks like a 20 something with the way his dreads are and stuff. But his face was even kind of soft.
Yeah.
Even though he has those jowls, his eyes, you there were close-ups of him and stuff where I'm like, God, you just don't even look that tough.
No, it doesn't look tough at all. And that's why his dad wasn't even willing to give him the benefit of the
Right,
doubt.
his
And
dad was like, oh
give
my
him an
God.
option to go. His brother's like, give him a hunt. And at least
Yeah.
let him have the hunt and die with honor. And dad's like, nah.
Just kill him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you look so bad. I don't even want to look at you.
yeah, and his brother was big and like just menacing looking. So anyhow, we don't, no spoilers, so that's about as much as we can
Yep.
say. It is fast paced. It goes by quick, which is good, not too
Well,
quick.
the other thing I was
but-
going to say, I had to look it up when we were walking out, because I was like, there is literally no blood or anything in
No,
this.
it's PG-13, right?
It was, and I was like,
Yeah.
I assumed it was an R rating walking in.
Well,
I
you know
didn't
why-
look it up.
Well,
But then as I'm going through it, I'm like, the action scenes are cool, but there's just not that edge that I want from my Predator movie.
Right.
And I had to look it up, and I'm like, oh my God, it really was PG-13.
but to their credit, there's no humans in it, so there'd be no. I mean,
There isn't.
you can't.
That's
you
how
can't,
they got around it.
right, and you can't with the one predator, the main, you know, actor predator guy. He did get cut up and stuff, but it's not like he's going to get really slashed up because then he'd die. And everybody else in the movies is synthetic, except for the few times you do see other predators. Anyhow,
Let's rate this thing.
Whose turn is it?
It's my turn to go first.
You go right ahead.
So here's what I'm going to say. As a sci-fi movie that would be fun just to go to and watch, I'm giving this an 8.0. It was enjoyable. The action was great. The 3D was fantastic. The sets, the costumes, the acting, again, good all the way across the board. And as a Predator movie, what I wanted to go see, it fails on so many levels. I'm giving it a 5. I mean, I've never done this where we've had to give a 2. It is very Tron-esque. If you're a fan, I was a fan of
I
Tron,
see what you're saying.
and it fell apart because it wasn't a Tron, but it was a good movie. This was a good movie, just not Predator. So take that. If you're a Predator fan, I think you're going to be disappointed. If you're not, I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're giving two scores.
I did. You
Yeah,
don't
I
have
mean,
to.
no, I will. Yeah, I mean, it's a sci-fi, monster type movie. If you want to go that route with it, creature movie, I'd go a 7.5. I mean, it's fun. It's like we said, it's PG-13. It's great action, great choreography and stuff. So yeah, I'd give it a 7.5. But yeah, as a Predator movie, ugh, as a Predator movie, I'm probably like a 4.5. I mean, I'm just like it's just not a Predator movie because Predator wears a mask all the freaking time
Yeah.
too. And
Yeah.
in this, he never wears a mask. And you're just like, oh, come
Yeah.
on. I don't need to see him emoting
The
and
coolest
stuff.
scene really is when his dad is there because he's
Yeah, his
built
dad's a
out.
badass. Yeah. So
But
anyhow, there you go.
yeah, IMDb is giving it a 7.5.
Okay.
And so we're kind of right there. Uh, there is no Rotten Tomatoes right now from the audience. The tomato meter, the critics love it at 86%. So that kind of tells you.
There you go. All right, guys, there's your review for Predator Badlands. Next week, we're seeing Running Man. And of course, Lilith Infernal Conflict is now on Kickstarter as well with the Billy Tucci, Dan Lawless cover that you can only get on Kickstarter.
That's right.
Link in the description below. Go check it out. Until next time,
Live long and prosper.
bye bye, everybody.